What's up, fellas? How y'all doing today? Hopefully, everybody's doing okay. Um, I'm Nasiyahu or Lamont, and I'm glad to be back at this particular time at 6:10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Um, I want to say to you guys, forgive me because I think last weekend, I think last day seven, that I was saying that I was going to be serving from last week, or was it day six? Not mistaken. Uh, so I had a little dilemma. Okay, and we go through that. Sometimes we say we go do something, and then something comes against what you say, and can't really deal with that because it can be very impossible. So yes, please forgive me that I did not come the day after, like from last weekend. Um, so this subject that you guys see, identity crisis, is very important to know. Okay, very important to know. So I don't, yeah, I never got on this situation before to talk about it, but I'm looking forward to talking about it. Okay, and this will be very important because this make me really think about what why excuse me, why evil is so seems so enriched. Why it seems so victorious. Seems like, right? Not saying that good is going to lose, because you who is good and he will always win. Okay. Um, you know, this make me think about why our people, even people of different cultures, are in trouble. Like we talk about prison time, and people dying early and all that. So this, I to my to my biased opinion, I agree that this is the most alerted subject I'm going to talk on. Um, Identity crisis. That's why I put in earlier that, to paraphrase, why many people are killing themselves. Okay. Well, actually murdering themselves, hurting themselves. And most people don't know it. Okay. This may be a lot of parts of this subject. Okay. A lot of parts, probably. I'm not going to be too long in these videos, maybe cut them short. Okay. I know my videos average 2 3 hours. Okay. So I'm going to maybe cut it. Yeah, I'm going to cut it short. Now, just because I going to speak on this subject, okay, it don't mean I'm going to be judging. I'm not judging no one. I'm here to lay out the info, see what you go do about it. I think I said before, with um, my account, my history, you know, being in here and serving, I never mean or never want to destroy anyone, but to lay out the information. That's what we call to do, to lay out the information so that we can be alert against the the darkness of what is planned to do against us. And when I say darkness, I'm talking about, the powers that be, people that don't worship Yahuwah. They just against the others that don't want to be in their life, or excuse me, don't want to be in their type of power or under it. Okay. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on this. And I wrote down a few information, and I'm going to be, breaking it down, but not everything. Like I said, it's going to be maybe a lot of parts, maybe 10 parts, 5 parts. I don't know. but may Yahuwah control this situation. Hallelujah. Okay. Hopefully you guys are having a good life going on. You guys are um, researching information and able to, get time to read your scriptures, to learn. Because guys, that's the best we got is one book, the word of Yah, or some people use two books with more info of Yah's word. Um, yeah, so for those who will be coming in, welcome. I welcome you in the love of Yah into your life. And before I pray, I want to just remind people that it's just me and me alone and Yah. Okay? I'm not part of any organization. I'm not part of religion. I'm not part of a cult or a cultic movement. Oh no, just me and serving the Creator. That's it. And hopefully, when this video is over, that you guys get some insight, for you and your family or yourself, if you are solo, that you are friends too, that you guys get in mind of like, wow, I need to get myself together. So thank y'all for chances he given us. He given us a, whew, man. Yahuwah is like a lawyer. He work out with people, don't he? So he's patient with us. That's why we're still living, right? The earth may seem, polluted, but man, he's given us a lot of chances to get ourselves together, especially fixing our character or identity, to make it right. I want to pray, Yah. We just want to give you honor. We appreciate you so much. Thank you, Yah, that you put me back at this, Yahuwah, in YouTube to serve different people, no matter what culture or tongue. Yahuwah, I ask that this word will be spoken accurately and that people understand. I know people may at times have questions, but Yahuwah, thank you for peace. We love you. Those who worship you, we love you. We worship you forevermore. Yahuwah, I ask that you protect us against hurt, harm, and danger. And those who went traveling, those who went to the airplanes, and those who traveling by foot, like a block or two jogging, or those who are driving their cars and trucks or SUVs to different states, cities. Yah, please protect them in the name of Yahuwah. Yah, even those who are in a rush, you will protect them against rushing into a specific destination. Yah, we understand that it's better safe than being sorry, Yahuwah. So, Yah, we just want to thank you for everything. Yahuwah, thank you for victory. Yah, we ask that you give us a pleasant evening. Those out of the country, a pleasant early AM or a pleasant afternoon, depends on the time zone of all the countries, and in all the 7 continents. So, Yah, we ask that you continue to let this word be spoken out. And Yah, thank you that you put me back at this, Yahuwah, after 7 months, 8 months. So appreciate you so much, Yahuwah. May you be esteemed. We love you. And those who are going to watch this video and my other videos, Yahuwah, I'm just asking that they have hope in their lives and be able to seek you. Because, again, that's the best we got is seeking you. I don't think nothing else is greater than that, according to being harbored by you, being safe, and, just being victorious against sin. In the name of Yahuwah, give you honor and praise forever. So be it. Thank you. Going to go to Psalms chapter 100. Of course, this is the roll call, introduction. I can't remember what I was. Psalms chapter 100. And I think it was Jeremiah chapter 6. Excuse me. Verse 16. So, let's go on to the book of Psalms. Okay, for a start. And let's see what that says. So it says, make a joyful noise unto Yahuwah. All you lands, serve Yahuwah with gladness, coming before his presence with singing. Know you that Yah is Savior. It is he that made or created us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, into his courts with praise. Be thankful to him and favor his name, for Yahuwah is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endures to all generations. And I want to read something new here for introduction. Why not? Psalms 119, verse 142, and then go to Jeremiah 6:16 and go and get started. So here it says Psalms 119, verse 142. Your righteousness is everlasting righteousness, and your Torah is the truth. Okay, Torah is it's called laws, Yah's laws, okay, Yah's ways, okay. So that's another way of saying his truth, it's his ways, right? And then we're going to go to Jeremiah chapter 6, and that'll be it. So it says here, so here it says Yirmiyahu, or Jeremiah chapter 6. Verse 16 says, thus says Yah, stand you in the ways and see, and ask for the old path. Okay, the path to righteousness. Apparently, that's what it's saying, right? Where is the good way? And walk therein, or walk in it, and you shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk in it. And of course, the women said that. They rebelled. Okay. Identity crisis. So I want to speak on a dialogue on that before I get on with the scriptures. Identity crisis is self-problem. It is an identity issue. And it is various tragic type character. Okay. It can do a lot to you as a person. I'm aware that most people think that it's fine to call yourself names and you can live by it, but people don't want to agree. In some cases, most people don't want to agree that when we call ourselves certain names, that it can cause destruction. And I'm going to get on that probably today or tomorrow. Or next day 7. Okay, or merely called Sabbath. Okay, so it does cause that. All right, it does cause that, fellas, man. That this is why we have people getting their butt beat. We got bullies, we got gang members, we have drug dealers, right? We have religious leaders, charismatic pastors. You may say, brother, what are you talking about? Bear with me. Yeah, charismatic pastors. We have charismatic priests. Okay, we have artists. Okay, like the rappers. We have a lot of both. We have people like that. Okay, and they can cause. They are actually killing themselves and don't even know it. They think they're good. And that's why the world is filled with so much deceptions. The world is filled with a lot of puzzles. Have you noticed that? Y'all notice that people they order these books off Amazon and they just read these books. They trying to find, right? Like religious books. They get religious books, reading through that, and then they go to Egyptology type books. Well, that's kind of like religion. Then they flip on to mythology, right? Then they go to college and try to find truth through the college. Go to these seminaries, fellas. That is considered identity crisis. Again, that's why we have people that's sick. Fellas, listen to me. We got people that's sick, man. Sick. You be like, brother, what you mean? Let me explain that real quick. They say, how can I put this? So we've been taught identity, right? We can pray over our food and eat it, no matter what you eat. But fellas, you know what you eat can affect your health. Okay. So they, I was part of that. I was part of it too. I was part of the, um, lost person. They tell you you can eat whatever you want. Pray over your food, and you're good. And then when people pray, they bow to the food. We're not supposed to bow in front of anything but to Yah, remember, right? So we've been taught that, and much more. So that is a problem. That's why we have a lot of people that argue. We have the divorce rates very high. People argue over religion. People argue over religion versus truth. You may have a person trying to present something. They say, "Oh, you evil." You can say a certain word. They hate that you saying it, and they get offended with what you said, what you say. They get offended. Hmm? They get real offended, fellas. I'm telling you, man. Identity crisis